Hello Maryville, I'm Josh Flory. Coming up on this edition of The Bark, we take a look at the lip sync competition, part of Maryville's annual Fall Festival, where different student organizations engage in various competitions throughout the week for annual bragging rights as the superior student organization. Next, we take a look at the Study Abroad program and all of the various educational trips that students can take during the summer. Last, we take a look at a day in the life of a public safety officer. Coming up this week, on October 20th, is the Lemp Mansion Haunted Tour, where students visit one of St. Louis's top 10 most haunted locations. The Lemp Mansion is a historic St. Louis landmark that dates back to the 1800s. Initially, the Lemp family was operating a very successful brewery, but over time, the family members slowly disappeared from mysterious causes, and to this day, the factory remains one of the most mysterious and haunted locations in all of St. Louis. When it was still in operation, the Lemp Brewery utilized a vast network of underground caves where the temperature was just right for fermenting the barrels of alcohol year-round. Now, students have the opportunity to explore these haunted underground tunnels for themselves. On October 20th, as a part of the St. Louis Speaker Series, we are hosting Julia Gillard. Ms. Gillard served multiple cabinet positions in Australia before eventually becoming Prime Minister and leader of the Australian Labor Party from 2010 to 2013. She was the first woman to hold either position, and Maryville students have a unique opportunity to take a first-hand look into the life of such an accomplished female. The event takes place at 8 p.m. in the auditorium. On Monday at 7 p.m., the Multicultural program is putting on the movie Milk. This is one of many events that the Multicultural program is putting on this semester. It is a movie directed by Sean Penn about Harvey Milk, the first openly gay man elected to major public office. The movie explores the hopes and the struggles of his journey through public life. Coming up on the 22nd, Maryville is hosting hypnotist Chris James in the auditorium. Chris James is known for his dazzling showmanship and humor. We're really excited and we're hoping it's going to be a great show. On the 23rd, Maryville Talks Movies will be hosting a Star Wars marathon in the auditorium. Students can show up bi-weekly and watch fun movies, but also get credit for attending. If you're free in the evenings and looking to pick up some extra credits, it's a great option to look into. Finally, later in the week, on the 28th of October, if you come to the DUC at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., there will be a selection of pumpkins you can choose from and make your very own carved pumpkin, the perfect fall decoration for outside your dorm or apartment. In other news, on October 7th, Maryville students packed the auditorium for the annual Fall Festival's lip sync competition. Now, we turn over to Mike in the field for more.
Thanks, Josh. We're outside the auditorium where the lip syncs are about to be performed, where we met with the list of song tags and interview the contestants to discuss the event.
So basically, all the teams make a lip sync. They get a song or a mashup of different songs, and they have to make a banner. That's one of the things they're judged on. And they come up with costumes and just make like a dance routine and have to like mouth the words. And we have 3 different judges judging on different things, like creativity, just like the in-sync and the crowd appeal and stuff like that. And the team with the most points wins, and they get those points added to their Fall Festival Week schedule. For the whole Fall Festival Week, we've been planning since May. We picked dates and things like that. So I've been working on that all summer long, and then I got a committee in about September. So we've been meeting every week, and then we have been setting up all day today and just getting ready. And I know the teams have been working really hard the past week getting their stuff together too. My first year, I saw it as just a person in the crowd, and then last year I was backstage helping the teams get in and on and off stage, and then this year I'll be backstage too, and it's just really cool to see a whole bunch of people come together for the same thing, and the crowd really, really likes it. We usually fill the auditorium.
Well, I did lip sync last year with my university seminar. I was the peer mentor that kind of made me do it, literally. As a freshman I came, I had no idea what it was, and I was like, oh my god, that's super cool, I never want to do that. Sophomore year, same thing, you know, went, supported my friends who were doing it, and then last year again, my freshmen were like, you know, we really need you to do this for us, and I showed up, I did it. Wasn't happy about it, but afterwards they were really happy, and that made a huge difference. I was fine all day until 5 o'clock, and then I started listening to our song for the lip sync over and over and over again until 6, just so I knew like what I was doing and like going over the moves in my head. So I'm a little nervous right now, but not as much as I was at 5 o'clock. Well, we're gonna win, hopefully, and no matter what, I'm happy. We did a good job. It was awesome. I got to be in a boy band, and I've never been able to do that in my life, so that was pretty legit. I didn't win, but I had a lot of fun, so that's all that matters.
I went last year. It was an awesome time. I love going to everything at Fall Festival. It gets me really involved at Maryville. I thought it was a great experience, lots of laughs. I love coming out and supporting all my friends during the lip sync, so it was a great time, and I'd definitely come next year. I liked ABC. They were really entertaining. I love Beyonce, so I'm kind of partial to that, but yeah, all of the acts were great, so it was an awesome time.
I thought the lip sync competition tonight for Fall Festival was awesome. As a new staff member here that started in April, I've heard a lot about this competition, so I thought it was great. I think I liked the students' creativity. I think that was my favorite part tonight, was their creativity, whether it came to costume, choreography, music choice, and also I liked that other students came out to really support them. We had a packed house here tonight. I think, you know, being in the cheer and dance world and being just a fan of fun student involvements, I think this was awesome. So I've seen it a lot at high schools and other colleges, but it was a great job, and hats off to CAB and the event organizers tonight for putting on a great event.
Well, that's all from the lip sync. Back to you, Josh.
Thanks, Mike, and congratulations to the RAs for winning the lip sync competition. Now, let's look at the Study Abroad program. Study Abroad is a great way for students to see the world, have fun, and become culturally and educationally enriched in the process. For more, we now turn to Mimi in the field.
Thank you, Josh. I'm outside the Center for Global Education to explore the different study abroad options Maryville has to offer.
We have two kinds of study abroad. My job is to make it work, even though we may not have a specific program. With respect to programs that we offer ourselves, we have 4 programs. We have 4 locations where we run programming in the summer, although we may have more than one program there. And then during the academic year, we have 3 programs that we focus for those students who want a semester abroad. Each of our programs have the same basic model, that is, a group of students and a group of faculty members go together. We use our own professors. Students take 2 or 3 courses. They have a month work when they come home. Instruction occurs not in a classroom but out in the streets, and they'll appreciate hopefully their own country more, and they'll appreciate the rest of the world. They'll understand what cultural diversity means, and they're able to function better in that kind of environment.
So in 2012, I taught in Madrid through Maryville's Global Education, and this past summer, 2014, I went to Paris through the same Mosaic program. So when I teach on campus, obviously the classroom is at the center of the work that we're doing in the teaching. And when you teach abroad, you take the classroom out of the picture. And so what it forces you to do is to be, in many ways it frees my teaching mind to construct experiences that are going to be useful for the students and beneficial to help me move them towards the content that I want them to study. In some ways it feels like teaching more in the old days, where it's really just the student and the professor having these experiences together, having a lot of conversations off the cuff instead of kind of the more PowerPoint or classroom-based group projects. It feels much more about the relationship that you're building. In Paris, one of my favorite memories was the first day all the students were there. We all took a bus tour and a boat tour, and so on there, like maybe they had been in Paris less than 24 hours, and we were all on a boat going down the Seine, and the students were noticing the bridges in particular. And for me, it was just such a nice introduction for them to how beautiful of a city it was and how that contrasted with their experience back home, that Parisians had spent so much money to make these bridges so ornate and beautiful, and what is the impact that has on the visitor. It changes the way you experience the city, and so having the students experience that so early on in a group was just a really cool thing.
I'm Mimi Sinclair with The Bark. Now back to you, Josh.
Thanks, Mimi. Sounds like a great opportunity for Maryville students. Now for our last segment, Kyle takes a look at the roles and responsibilities of a public safety officer.
Thank you, Josh. I'm here outside the Public Safety Building, where we were given the opportunity to talk with a few members of public safety to better understand the day-to-day tasks as well as explore the services that they provide. Located on the west end of Booter Commons, Public Safety provides 24-hour service to maintain a safe and secure campus at Maryville. Working with other departments and organizations, Public Safety's campus safety programs include the 26 blue light phones around campus and even classes such as CERT and the Free Whistle program.
Our overall responsibility obviously is the safety of the campus. So we do this many ways through patrolling on campus, foot patrols, vehicle patrols. We even have a bike program where officers can control on bikes. We try to do a lot of crime prevention programs. We're a strong believer that the education is just as important outside the classroom as it is inside the classroom. So as part of our overall safety program, we do patrol tactics, we do education programs such as our rape aggression defense, which is a women's self-defense program. We offer the whistle program. We offer Operation ID, where students can get their electronic property engraved. So we offer a lot of different programs as well.
Also, Public Safety has many services you might be familiar with, like making IDs, assisting students into the dorms, and walking escorts across campus.
Some of the main responsibilities we have obviously is parking enforcement. We during the day and early evenings, parking becomes a little bit of an issue on campus, so we do our best to try to keep parking flowing so people have places they can park. We are responsible for locking, securing buildings, depending on the time of day and night it is. We will lock buildings down, open them up in the morning, again, to help keep the building secure, help keep the campus safe. We handle calls, a wide variety of calls, from just helping students with lockouts. Maybe they lock their keys in their car, they need assistance some other ways. We help them through those kind of ways.
We collect information about the vehicles. That way we know if you leave your lights on or if your car gets hit, we know who to contact. We'll be able to get a hold of you and get that information to you.
Just as simple as sign up for the Saints Alert text system, which is our campus emergency text system, is important. So I encourage all students, whether they're commuters, residential students, if they're non-traditional, to come just one time a week. Really take the time to sign up for the Saints Alert, because in an emergency on our campus, that's going to be the main way we communicate, at least right off the bat. So having signed up for that alert is very important.
With all the details about public safety, I'm Kyle Henley. Back to you, Josh.
Thanks, Kyle. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks for our next edition of The Bark. Thanks for listening, Maryville, And don't forget to let the dogs out.